Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a full review and a wear test on a new foundation that I recently got my hands on. This is a new one from the drugstore from Maybelline. It is the Dream Radiant Liquid Hydrating Foundation. I'm super pumped because if you guys follow me on Instagram and even here on YouTube, you know that I have been riding the struggle bus with dry skin. So a hydrating foundation is exactly what I need in my life right now. So very pumped to try this out. So without further ado, if you want to hear my thoughts and see a demo on this foundation, then just keep on watching. All right, so let's just jump into the demo. I am going to prime first really quickly. This is the Benefit the Professional Pearl Primer. So just gonna apply this as I would with like any primer. This primer is really nice. It just makes my skin feel like super silky and smooth. So today we have 3 shades here that I'm going to swatch and show you all. I have 40 Nude, 50 Creamy Natural, and 60 Sandy Beige. But the foundation does come in 20 shades, and it's a really, really nice range, I feel. 20 shades isn't the utmost best range, but it is not too bad. I always find like once you get to 20, 25 mark of shade ranges, that's when you're kind of in the good zone. So we're close, but I do think that they'll likely add more. That's what I feel like most drugstore brands do. They launch a foundation and then they add more as they go. The foundation does come with a really nice pump, which I love. You guys know, like anything squeezy tube, I accept, but if you have a pump, that's when I feel the best about the situation. So I wanted to show you guys the blobs first so you can see the consistency. It's a hydrating primer, but it's not too runny, which tells me that it's gonna give pretty good coverage. This one here is 40, 50, and then 60. So you can definitely tell that 40 and 60 are a little bit more on the warm side, and then the middle shade 50 has a little, pulls a little bit more pink. Okay, so again, we have 40 here. Ooh, that's looking darker than I anticipated. 50, 60. I'm really struggling here because all 3 are not the best match. I think I'm going to go in with 40. I think that's the closest match I'm going to get. Once it's kind of blended in, it looks a lot better anyways, but just so you guys can see, this is 40, 50, which is way too pink, and then even 60 is looking a little bit too pink as well, but also just too dark, so that is not gonna work. So we're gonna go in with 40. So I'm gonna pump a full pump on the back of my hand of 40 Nude, and I'm just gonna start working it into the skin. Just going to start patting this into the skin. I can definitely tell right away that this is a medium coverage foundation, even with a beauty blender, which typically does sheer out foundations a little bit. It's going on and covering quite a lot. The second I applied this foundation, I could tell it was really a medium coverage and also very hydrating. It just soaked into the skin really nicely. This is what one layer is looking like, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same on this side here. Okay guys, so this is one layer of foundation. I'm really, really liking it. I think this side just needs a smidgen more. That used up 1 full pump for the full face, which is really amazing. I'm gonna go and take not even half a pump, like a smidgen more, like that more, like so little. Just so I can give this side the same amount of coverage as this side, because I feel like this is looking more covered than this cheek. So I'm just going to pounce a little bit more on the skin just so it's even. It is not a perfect match by any means. Actually, it's looking pretty good. It's not too bad. I think once I have concealer, bronzer, blush on, I'll feel a lot better. I'm very curious to see what one shade down would look like, but I think this is a pretty good match, and I think also, I think that in the summertime this will match even better, maybe even 60 when I get a very nice sun-kissed look. But so far, really liking how hydrating this foundation is. It's soaked right into the skin immediately, which is such a nice feeling when you're struggling with pretty much every foundation that you've ever tried in your life, because this winter, I kid not guys, it's been so rough. Like no foundation has really been looking that great on my skin because I'm just so not used to being so dry. But this one really soaked right in, looks really pretty, gives still that nice glowy feel to the skin, but then still, you know, like it dried right away. And I like the coverage. It's medium, but it's not too heavy. So I'm gonna jump off camera really quickly, finish the rest of my makeup, and then jump back on and chat a little bit more about the foundation. Okay, so I just finished applying the rest of my makeup, and I'm actually really happy with how the foundation applied, stayed on, and then products applied on top of it. I didn't have any problems with any powder products clinging to any areas on my skin, which is amazing. It's definitely a medium coverage foundation, and I feel like if you were to go in with more than just one pump, so for example, if you did a pump per side or you went in with another layer, that you would definitely achieve a full coverage foundation look. I really like the finish, the coverage, and honestly the way that it applied was 2 thumbs up in my opinion. So I'm really excited. I feel like this is just what I needed, this kind of hydrating foundation to help me get through these dry wintry months. As for shade, I definitely am happy that I went with 40 Nude. I think that it was the best shade for me. Honestly, like I'm feeling like it matches pretty well, but when I put my arm up to my face, I feel like everything kind of matches nicely, and honestly it does look pretty good with my neckline as well. So 40 Nude is the shade that I went with, and just so you guys know, I'm about a 220 in the Maybelline Stay Matte and Poreless foundation. Fit Me Stay Matte and Poreless? Yeah, I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna keep wearing this foundation throughout the day and check in at least once, maybe twice. It is pretty early actually. It is 9:52. I've had the foundation on probably 20 to 30 minutes. So I will check back in the afternoon and then try my best to wear it for a full 9 hours. So yeah, I will check in a little bit, but so far I'm really loving it. Hey guys, so this is my first check-in. It is actually 3:17. I just woke up from a nap, so my eyes are a little red. I tried not to nap on my makeup. I think I did a pretty good job. Honestly, overall, the foundation is looking really nice. I am pretty oily in my T-zone area and around the nose, which is my problem areas nonetheless. But honestly, the foundation hasn't broken up anywhere, and that to me is the important part. I always, like midday, around noon, 1 o'clock, at work, will have to go and just touch up a little bit, either just taking a brush with no product on it or a piece of tissue in the bathroom. I'll just kind of touch up a little bit. Since I'm at my vanity, I actually have blotting papers, so we'll grab one of these and see how much oil really is there. It does look pretty healthy. I'll use the word healthy, but we're really looking quite glowy in this area specifically, and then right like on the balls of my cheeks, like right. So let's just go ahead and see how much oil. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That's a lot. That's a lot of oil. Okay. So just gonna kind of pat it down now. That's looking already so much better. And then I'm gonna do, wow. Ooh, this is a lot. Looking still pretty good, the overall application of my makeup. I would be totally comfortable going out right now with this after blotting, of course. I feel totally comfortable. My makeup still looks really good, so I'm happy about that. Longevity wise, it is a hydrating foundation. It is supposed to last up to 12 hours. So far it has been what, like 9, 10? It's been 6 hours so far. So this isn't bad for 6 hours. It will not go through a full day without touching up. That is obvious to me, even with oily combo skin, with dry areas, but in my T-zone, I'm still continuously quite oily. So it's proving to not be a foundation that you can wear all day long without running to the bathroom to see what's going on. But I think it's gonna be kind of that once a day type of foundation, which in my books is totally fine, because I would say most of my foundations that I own, I have to go into the bathroom at lunchtime. Like, I mean, I do anyways to touch up my lip, whatever, to kind of just check on the oils. And that goes for a lot of my matte foundations as well, or my more natural foundations. So the fact that this is still super hydrating and making my skin elsewhere look good with my dry patches, I think that kind of evens out the playing field. I touched up a little bit, gonna keep on wearing it for the rest of the day and check in when I get to 8 or 9 hours and kind of look at what it's looking like after a full day of wear. Right now, not angry. All right, guys, it is clearly not the same day, but I have been wearing this foundation. So it is Monday night. It is about 7:15 p.m. and I applied my makeup at 7 a.m. 7 a.m. All I did today was my typical bathroom with the toilet paper, tissue paper. This is what the foundation is looking like in my T-zone. It's looking really good in my nose area. There's no area on the face where it's breaking up. So I am giving this foundation 2 big thumbs up because honestly, it is instantly, I'm in love. Like instantly, the first day that I started wearing it when I filmed my first impressions with you guys, I was so drawn to it. The way that it soaked into the skin and just looked super natural. The fact that you only really need 1 pump to cover your face and get a really nice medium coverage. It's very hydrating on the skin, but it still does work for people who have oily T-zones like myself. But then the dry patches on the other areas of my face, especially where I have like, you know, post blemishes or anything like that, it does not cling to them whatsoever. Products stay on top of it really nicely, and I'm just really, really happy with the longevity of it considering it is a super hydrating primer. I'm gonna wrap this video here. Sorry that I wasn't able to finish that first impressions on the Sunday, I believe it was. The day just got away from me. I ended up falling asleep on the couch and my makeup was like in a whole other level of expired and totally not good for camera. It would have skewed the results for sure, but I have been wearing the foundation every single day since then. So on Monday, and now, did I say it was Monday? It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. It was a long weekend here for us, but this video I'm hoping to edit tonight so that I can post it tomorrow. So you guys will be seeing this very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this full review and wear test plus another day test. I don't even know, but thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and of course I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.